He's written for Time magazine and the New York Times, and his blog for The Atlantic is one of the most influential on the internet, covering everything from politics to pop culture to race in America. The always surprising journalist, author, and blogger Ta-Nehisi Coates. So, when you think about Black fatherhood, and we're going to start at the conversation around Barack Obama, kind of in that place of being a Black father who talks about, I am so happy to be home for dinner every day, being able to see my kids. Has he played a central role in terms of breaking down that image, of, again, of a strong Black man? Even, you know, I mean, everybody talks about Bill Cosby, but difference there in terms of Barack Obama, his presence, what he's saying about being a father?
I hope so. I really, really hope so. I don't know. I think, again, people who want to be prejudiced and want to harbor bias very easily disqualify evidence. For those who are searching, maybe so. Within the African-American community, I think that there can't help but be great pride in seeing that image on display, and you know, a father who's actively involved with his kids, who's often photographed with his kids, who's often photographed with his wife. It's so very, very different than the image of what you usually see in terms of African-American masculinity. People who live in Black communities know that the everyday experience, lived portrait of African-American masculinity is quite diverse, and you know, very much includes people like Barack Obama, that in that sense, and please don't take this as a shot, he's not special, that it's not an original thing, that we see it in our communities all the time. But for it to be broadcast to the rest of the world, that's special, and that's different. And so I think there's a great degree of pride. I had the luxury of interviewing Michelle Obama in the run-up to the election, and one of the great things that she said that always sticks with me is that, you know, she talked about their own family, and she said there are, you know, thousands of us out there just like this. It's just not something that, you know, folks usually see on their TV network. You know, but if you live in an African-American community, you see it all the time. These awful statistics that we hear are true and should not be downplayed, but they have a kind of tyrannical effect of obliterating the rest of that reality. So if I tell you 1/3 of African Americans are poor, well, that's tragic. And you know, when you look at the poverty statistics for other ethnic groups. But if you live in an African American community, the fact of the matter is that most people aren't poor, and you see that, you experience that on a daily and a pretty regular basis as you move through the community. So those two things do not experience the same place in the conversation. But it's something that you know is true as an African American.